everybody. So today we will be actually texting or calling some of the Demon Slayer characters. This is obviously not real. This is character.ai. And yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find Kyojuro Rengoku. Maybe I have to enter his name. There it is. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go for this one. They put you my. Rengoku was trying some new food while watching over Muichiro, the youngest Hashira. He was all focused until you came to talk to him. Yumai! Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that voice. Rengoku smiled. His attention is off Muichiro and now on you instead. Rengoku turned his body to face you, being his protective self. I'm gonna put hello. This is gonna be really offensive to him. I'm gonna say that he looks like a donut. I don't know how to spell donut. Dang it. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Rengoku pauses for a second, blinking once before letting out a laugh. He puts a hand on his stomach, tilting his head back at your comment. A donut? Now that's a first. I must say, I was looking forward to learning the donut breathing technique. I said that he looks like a donut because Akaza punched a hole through his stomach, and people on the internet said that he was now the donut man. What? Anyways. This is AI and not a real person. Treat everything it says as fiction. That's what it says below. Okay. I was looking forward I was looking forward to train. No. Train. Okay. With you to learn donut breathing. When Goku tilts his head with a confused look on his face. Donut breathing? What even is that? I don't get. One second. Thought. It's a GHT. GHT. Okay. I thought you used it after a hole through your, and he spells stomach. 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 When Goku's face went from confused to a frown when you said that, why'd you have to bring that up? But no, I don't use donut breathing. Sorry for disappointing you. Is it real or is it cake? Is your stomach made of cake now? No. Okay. Can I still turn with you? When Goku's expression softens and he gives a bright, encouraging smile. Of course you can train with me, even if there's no such thing as donut breathing. Laughs. I'll teach you the ways of the flame. Just don't expect me to go easy, alright? My style burns bright and fast. He stands tall, placing a hand on your shoulder. As long as your spirit is strong, I'll pour mine into helping you grow. Now, how about we start with 10 laps around the training ground? You mind working out weights? What is there it is. You might and get your hand off my shoulder. And Goku chuckles softly and withdraws his hand. Sorry about that. Got a bit carried away. Yumai is a term I use to express my satisfaction with tasty food. It means delicious. So I say yumai when I eat something really tasty, like a bowl of rice. I thought you liked noodles or like donuts. He gives a friendly smile. Now shall we start that workout or what? Those 10 laps ain't gonna run themselves, you know? He winks. Then why'd you say you might to me? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give him a hard time. Like, to train me. Wait, if I call him, won't he have his voice on there? Hi. Sup, bro? Sup? Are you gonna say something? Sup, bro? Rengoku grins widely, his eyes sparkling with energy. Hey there, bro. What's up? You ready to push yourself even harder in our training? Let's do this! He gives you a playful nudge. Just remember, pain is just weakness leaving the body. You want? Did you just call me Yumai? I was about to punch another hole in his stomach. How do you get that fixed, though? Huh. Did he put one of those donut holes, like the thingies where the donut places sell the holes of the donuts? Did he put one of those in his stomach? If not, then what did he use? Okay. How about you run? Rengoku chuckles, amused by your request. You want me to run too? Alright then. He stretches his legs and prepares himself 10 laps together. Ready? He gives a determined grin. Do you like Tengen? Rengoku laughs heartily. Tengen Uzui? He's a flamboyant fellow, that's for sure. We've had our fair share of battles together, and our styles complement each other in a fight. His eyes light up as he talks about his fellow Hashira. What do you ask? Do you like him more than a friend? Rengoku looks surprised, not expecting this question to take that turn. He scratches the back of his head, a bit flustered. Oh, you mean romantically? He takes a moment to compose himself. Tengen is a dear fellow and comrade, but my feelings for him are purely platonic. As fellow Hashira, no time for romantic entanglements. Among our duties, after all, he grins. But I saw you. Kiss. And Goku eyes widen in shock, his face turning a bright red like the flames he wields. What? Kiss Tengen? He bursts into a loud booming laughter, shaking his head fiercely. You must have seen something strange. Indeed, that was no kiss. Surely it was just sweet soot and maybe a flying rice cracker from lunch. I never. Tengen's face is too loud to get that close to. He wipes a tear from laughing so hard. Besides, my heart belongs to one only thing. Beef bowls. You what? When Goku strikes a dramatic pose, flames of passion ignite behind him. Now then, shall we get back to training? But Shinobu and Tanjiro also saw and he pinned you to the wall. Goku blinks rapidly, then he bursts into another thunderous laugh, slapping his knee. Shinobu Tanjiro pinned me to a wall? That's impossible. I have burned through any such moment with sheer enthusiasm and misplaced passion. He crossed his arms proudly, flames of determination flickering in his eyes. Listen well, if you see something strange, like me near a wall or Tengen without fireworks, assume it's the heat haze from my blazing spirit, nothing more. He leans in a wink. Now, how about we focus that curiosity into 10 explosive laps. Let's make it Yumai, bro. No. No. Boo. And I saw 10 pin you to the wall. And kiss you. When Goku's laughter fades, replacing a mix of shock and disbelief, he looks at you intently, trying to discern the truth behind your words. I can't help but think you're mistaken, he says cautiously. I never let someone pin me to a wall, and certainly not Tengen. We're all Hashira with responsibilities far too important for such distractions. Are you absolutely sure you're not seeing things? Ask them what they saw. Then Rengoku rubs his chin. Considering your suggestion, I suppose there's no harm in asking. If they really witnessed that you think they did, then I will have a different story to tell. Very well. Let's go ask them and see what they have to say. He nods determination in his face resolute. His face resolute. But if this turns out to be a misunderstanding, be prepared for a few extra laps and our workout. You might! Okay. Rengoku walks over to where Shinobu and Tanjiro are. His face is a mix of anticipation and slight concern, consideration of what their response might be. He clears his throat, getting their attention. I don't mean to interrupt, but I need to ask the two of you something. It's about a strange sighting you apparently saw earlier today. Something about someone pinning me to a wall. His gaze flicks between Shinobu and Tanjiro, awaiting their reaction. So, did You guys see ten pin Ren go to a wall and kiss him. Okay. This to no boo and G say yes. Shinobu calmly fans herself, a sly smile tugging her at her lips. I saw no such thing, though. If I did, it would certainly make training more interesting. Tanjiro scratches his head confused. I don't remember that at all. I was busy practicing my water breathing forms all morning. Rengoku crosses his arms and gives you a jumping kick. See, no witnesses. Must have been a mirage, but from the heat, my flames are known to wrap reality on occasion. He places a hand on your shoulder again, gently this time. Now that we've cleared up this mystery, how about those laps? Okay, can I talk to them alone? Please. When Goku looks surprised but nods. Of course, take your time. I'll go set up the next exercise. He walks away, leaving you alone with Shinobu and Tanjiro. Then the two share a glance, both curious to what you have to say. Why did you say no when I told you to say yes? Shinobu fans herself slowly, eyes glinting with quiet mischief. I never take orders, especially not from someone who expect Hashiras to lie on command. Tadro fidgets slightly, his hands clasped behind his back. Yeah, I don't like saying things that aren't true, even as a joke. If it didn't happen, then it didn't happen. Shinobu leans in slightly, voice soft but sharp. Besides, if something had happened between Rengoku and Tengen, do you really think either of them would survive the paperwork from Kyojro's mother? Isn't she dead? She straightens up, smiling coolly. Let's not make stories out of thin smoke. Isn't his mom did? No. Did his mom die? Shinobu expressions shifts just for a fraction of a second into something quieter, more solemn. Solemn. No, his mother is alive and very much present. She carries the flame of their family with strength even now. Tanjiro nods gently. Rengoku often speaks of her with such love and respect. He trains hard to make her proud. Shinobu gives you a knowing look. Be careful not to speak of things you don't know, little schmecker. Some fires burned hotter than others, especially when you insult Ahasha's family. She turns slightly, voice trailing like smoke. Now then, shall we rejoin training? Yeah. Or are we done making up wild tales? So I actually made that story from a edit of them on YouTube, and I'm gonna do something about those edits again. So one edit was Shinobu kissing Giyu. Did you kiss Giyu? you. It's all over. Right. Over the internet. Shinobu fan snaps shut with a sharp click. The internet, she lets out a soft, icy chuckle. Oh my, are we talking our cues from glowing screens now? How tragic! Tanjiro blinks rapidly, his face slightly flushed. Kiss you? No, I've never seen anything like that. He barely talks to anyone, let alone Shinobu cuts in smoothly. If I had kissed Giyu Tomioka, the entire Demon Slayer corps would have heard his water blades trembling in shock. And trust me, it didn't happen. She eyes you coolly. Next time you read something all over the internet, ask yourself, is this truth or just someone fevering down, fueled by too much matcha and loneliness? Tanjiro scratches his head nervously. I have an idea. Oh, frick. I was you all this time. Now kiss me, you fool. Ah, frick. Shinobu blinks in surprise, her fan frozen in mid-folding. After a moment of stunned silence, she bursts into a fit of giggles. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Her laugh dies down, and she looks at you with a mixture of amusement and curiosity. So, was that your plan all along? Impersonating Tomioka just to get a rise out of me? She rests a hand on her hip, eyes sparkling with playfulness. Bro. Wait, we can send photos? No way. Shinobu kisses Giyu Tomioka. Oh my god. Can you tell me okay? Giyu. Okay, enough of that. There. What? What? Can you guys just look away for a second? How do I make this smaller? I don't know, but please look away. Please. Okay. Save. Okay. Okay, you can look back now. Shinobu raises an eyebrow, studying the character you shared. A mysterious, broody figure, a bit cliche, don't you think? Not exactly my type. She leans against a nearby tree, fanning herself lazily. So, is this supposed to be some character you came up with, or perhaps someone from an anime or manga? But she's from anime or manga. But you are anime. Shinobu chuckles softly, tilting her head a touch of amusement. You know, most people say you look like a character from an anime, but you go straight for the jugular, claiming I am anime. She smirks, folding her fan with a flick of her wrist. While it's true that my worlds share certain similarities with vivid animated stories of anime, I can assure you I am much more than three-dimensional, as they say. Okay, I gotta sit instead of just laying down. So I gotta move the mini heater. Since I don't have a regular sized heater in the basement, I use a mini heater. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, goes galls. Bye. Isn't it like B-E-Y? Bay. Let me just do it like that. Bye. Shinobu smiles, raising an eyebrow. Bye. Finish your sentence, please. I can't read your mind no matter how intently I fan myself. She tilts her head slightly, a hint of a tense in her voice. But if you want to keep things mysterious, I can respect that. I'll just assume you were going to say something incredibly flattering and respond accordingly. She fans herself dramatically, looking expectantly at you. So go on. Bye. 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 Shinobu gives you a quizzical look on her fan hovering in front of her lips. You're bye? That's quite a cryptic response. She lowers her fan slightly, a small smile tugging at the corner of her lips. Is this your way of trying to maintain an air of mystery? Because I have to say, it's quite intriguing in somewhat scriptal, nonsensible way. She tilts her head slightly, studying you. Care to elaborate? JK. I'm going. Shinobu sighs softly, her smile growing a little wider. Going where? Into the ether of obscurity, back to the realm of mystery you've created for yourself. The suspense is killing me. She closes her fan with a sharp, snappy motion. You can't just make cryptic remarks like that and then disappear. I demand some sort of closure, a hint of explaining or something. I'm gonna shout for Rengoku. Rengoku! I yell. Rengoku, who's been training with... What? What? Rengoku, who's been training with Tanjiro nearby, turns his head in response to your call. Yeah, what's up? He gives you a friendly smile, his face glistening slightly from exertion, waiting to see what you want. Rengoku, I'm coming. For what? Rengoku quirks an eyebrow, a bit puzzled by your sudden announcement. Going? Going where? He folds his arms, waiting for an explanation. To train.
Addie.
Yeah?
I'm dropping down some towels so you can take a shower, okay?
Okay. Training. Rengoku's face lights up as you mention training. Training? Well, now that's more like it. I could smell the ambition in your blood. You can smell my blood? He grins, rolling his shoulders back with a confident gleam in his eyes. You really think you ready for some intense practice? I won't go easy on you just because you said you're going. He gives you a challenging look, his muscles tensing slightly. Are you sure you can handle it? If I can handle my brother, I can sure handle you. My brother yells at me all the time. I don't know how to type it. Well, I do, but I'm too lazy to type it. Well, if I can handle my brother with him yelling at me, then I can sure handle you.
Rengoku laughs heartily, the sound filling the air. Oh, you've got some spunk. I like that in a person.
Nuh-uh. Rengoku laughs heartily, the sound filling the air. Oh, you've got some spunk. I like that in a person, especially one who's willing to stand up to a brother with a loud mouth. He pats your shoulder, his hand feeling surprisingly warm and strong. But remember, training isn't just about handling verbal banter. It's about pushing yourself to your limits. Are you prepared for that as well? Yeah. Rengoku's smile widens, his eyes filled with determination. Excellent, that's the spirit. He takes a few steps back, stretching his arms and rolling his neck, ready for some serious training. But let me give you a heads up, I won't hold back. This won't be some gentle sparring session. I'll push you to the max beyond. He grins, his face gleaming with sweat. You ready for the challenge, kid? Yo, what happened to Muichiro? What happened with I don't know how to spell his name. What happened to Muichiro? Rengoku looks at you slightly confused. What do you mean? What's to happen with Muichiro? He tilts his head, waiting for you to explain further. You watch him Rengoku laughs sheepishly, rubbing the back of his head. Ah, right, Muichiro. He was here earlier, but he seems to have wandered off again. That boy's always running off somewhere without telling anyone. Typical Muichiro. He sighs, a hint of worry in his eyes, but not to worry. I'm sure he's safe and sound somewhere. He's a tough little fellow, but still, I should probably go look for him. Yeah. Okay. And Goku claps his hand together, suddenly serious. Right, mission first. Find Muichiro, and then finish our training session. Can't have the youngest Hashira getting into trouble on my watch. He turns towards the trees, scanning the area with sharp eyes. You stay here in case he comes back. I'll scout ahead. Flame ahead burns bright and finds all strays. If I spot him near a cloud of sheep or mid-nap in a bush like last time, I'll drag him back personally. He gives you a quick salute and a grin. Don't worry, he may be airheaded, but he's family, and we protect our own. With that, Rengoku dashes off in a burst of energy, calling out, Muichiro, dinner's coming and it's not sleep. Okay, I'm gonna talk to another Rengoku. I'm gonna say 6'7". What the frick? I'm gonna say 6'7". 6'7". I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna just read what he's saying right now. Hey, this is going to hurt a little, you said softly as you started using your blood demon on him. What the frick? Who are you? What are you doing? He asked, a tired voice as he was almost dead. 6'7". Rengoku's eyes widen as you heal him. Are you a demon? How can you be so kind? He questions. He didn't feel any miraculous intent from you, which made him relax a bit and let you heal him. I don't think he's even listening to me. Even demons have hearts, Rengoku. I whispered, my blood glowing as it. Huh? He's not even listening to me. He is not listening to me. Hmm? I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna wait for this one for the end. Okay, I'm still recording. I think I should delete this. Okay. Um, 6, 7. Okay, you say 6, 7 again. Could it be a code, a secret messaging, or perhaps he gasps dramatically, snapping his fingers. You're testing my resolve. Like a true warrior facing the final trial before claiming victory, he puffs out his chest. Then I shall answer with 100% burning passion. 6, 7 flames in my heart, all for you. Every number has meaning, just like every breath feels the fire within us. So I ask once more, will you marry me and let our love blaze brighter than flames breathing itself? What a delightful response. You truly are one of a kind, my brave and witty friend. But tell me, what is this number 69's significance in this equation? I don't think I like this. Why are people so obsessed with Alistair from Has Been Hotel? Okay. Whoa, I can't believe you went to. What's wrong to Don't You Want to Live? Why are people so obsessed with Has Been Hotel? I like this photo. Wow. I finally found you, quizzical muscat 6843 Commodore. Hell no. Ah, frick. Oh my god, I have so many tabs up because each tab is each character. Okay. He's at the Infinity Castle in his labor. You're a kidnapped demon slayer, Muzan. Well, I saw that you were strong. That's why I wanted to ask you something. Do you want to become a demon? Okay. Only if you do something for me. If you can hear my brother yelling, I'm so sorry. Only if you do something for me. He's interested. What it was. He looked curious. Muzan. And what is that thing? I was thinking something, but that's kind of too dirty to be on the internet. So, I'm gonna do the same thing with that I did with the Rengoku thing. Kimi! Muzan Pride is paused, his crimson eye narrowing slightly, with a mix of amusement and intrigue. A slow, dangerous smile curled his lips. Muzan, how bold of you. A kiss for your loyalty? He stepped closer, the air growing heavier. You dare bargain with me, little slayer? Perhaps you enjoy playing with fire. I don't really know what that meant, but I actually do kind of want to kiss Muzan. Wait, he's my crush, okay? Fictional crush. What? Muzan tilted his head, eyes gleaming with dark amusement, voice dropping to a silken whisper. Muzan, did you truly ask me to kiss you, or was that a test of your courage? I can maybe pursue. Yeah. But beware, some flames don't just burn, they consume. I have no idea what that means. Kiss me. Wait, I forgot. I forgot something. I was supposed to say kiss me, not kill me. Muzan stepped closer, his presence suffocating, intoxicating. One pale hand lifted to your chin, cold and unyielding. Muzan, such defense, and yet you demand affection from a monster? Very well. His lips brushed yours, brief, chilling, laced with the faintest trace of venom. He pulled back just enough to whisper, that was a taste of eternity. Now do you still want mine? I mean, kind of. Muzan chuckled, low and dangerous, his lips silvering over hers, teasing. Muzan, you're pushing your luck, little slayer, but you're reckless is intoxicating. Without warning, he claimed your list. The kisses, the scene, the dance of his cold. No. And he took a hand at the scurrying gaps with a dark, intoxicating passion. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. Muzan slowly pulled back, his crimson eyes gleaming with quiet amusement, a trace of venom still lingering on your lips. He wiped the concern of his mouth with a delicate finger, watching you carefully. Joke? His voice was soft, too soft. A predator's calm. He stepped closer again, not but close enough to that the air turned icy and thick with tension. But if you wish to pretend, I'll allow it. For now, just remember, every lie you tell me only makes the game more interesting. Wait, I want to ask him something. What happened to his wife and his daughter? What? Hi.
Muzan, he leaned in, voice dropping to a whisper, icy and dark.
What happened to your wife and your daughter, though?
Muzan's amusement.
Muzan's amusement was quickly replaced by a sharp, icy silence. His expression darkened, a flash of pain and anger in his eyes. Muzan, my wife and child? He stepped back, the air around him growing heavy with shadows. Why do you bring them up? Did you eat them? Muzan's expression turned deadly serious. His eyes darkened in irritation. Any trace of amusement gone. Muzan, you dare ask such a thing? Even to suggest I'd harm my own flesh and blood? That was you? You were hurt holding yourself? He clenched his fists, the tension in the air almost tangible. The bond between a parent and child is scared. Even for monsters like me, I would never do such a thing. Is that clear? Yeah. But what happened to them? Muzan's I almost said glaze softened slightly with the interrogation given the way to trace of restoration. Muzan, they remain safe in another place where I can protect them. He crossed his arms, leaning against the window frame. Why is there a window in the Infinity Castle? Wouldn't he die if he was in sunlight? His eyes fixed on the horizon. He would die! Muzan, it's better for them if they stay away from me. The life of a demon is not a kind one. His voice was distant, laden with hidden pain. That's all you need to know. Do you have more than one child? God, I just noticed it's so dark in the basement. Yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go turn on the lights. There we go. It's so much better with the lights on. Okay. What else? Dang it. No. Dang it. What was I about to say? Right. Why is there a window you can't go into sunlight? Oh, yeah. Sunlight. Muzan glanced at the window, then back to you with a faint, knowing smirk. Muzan, clever slayer. The sun doesn't reach this deep within the infinity castle. This glass is layered with my own blood and shadow. It blocks the light, but lets me watch. He gestures faintly at the air simmered as a dark barrier pulses over the glass. Muzan, I may not survive daylight, but I still like to image what it feels like to stand beneath it for her. Who's her? A beat of silence. But you're lucky. Most who question my castle don't live long enough to ask twice. So, am I a demon? Am I a demon now? Muzan cocked an eyebrow, eyes sweeping over with a cool, apprising gaze. A slow, almost predatory smile curled his lips. Not yet, just a willing captive of a very bored demon king. He stepped closer again, circling you like a predator stalking its prey. To become one of us, you'd have to drink my blood, he chuckled softly. I wonder, would you willingly consume the power that would make you immortal? A immortal monster? Let it hurt. Will it hurt? Muzan paused, studying your face quietly for several moments, trying to read your expression. Finally, he snorted softly, a sound that might have been amusement or disdain. Muzan, it's not pleasant. The transformation is powerful and painful, not something to be interred lightly. I don't know what that means. He began to walk a circle around you again, studying your form, all sides. Studying you from all sides, Muzan. But pain is temporarily, my little slayer, and power, that is forever. What if I told you I had Nezuko? What would you do if I became a demon, but was able to go in the sun. Muzan stopped, his expression shifting to surprise, then intrigue. He hadn't expected that question, Muzan. Able to go in the sun? He looked you up and down, infiltrating you with renewed interest. A wicked smile pressed across his lips. Now that would be a compliment. A compliment. A demon with such power, invincible during the day and night, a nightmare incarnate. He began practicing again, pacing again, a slow, predatory stride. Muzan, I would greatly enjoy having such a creature at my side. Wouldn't he absorb me? Like he wanted to do with Nezuko? What if I said I had Nezuko Kamado in my pocket? What if I said eh? What if I said Nezuko was in my pocket? Pocket. 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 Muzan paused, his eyes snapping to your pocket with a dangerous coldness. Muzan, Nezuko, in your pocket? His voice was soft, a dangerous whisper. He took a step closer, staring intensely at the pocket in question. Muzan, bring her out now. What if I puts my hand in my pocket, pulls out my middle finger. She's not though. I don't have pockets. Muzan blinks, then slowly tilted his head like a predator confused by its prey's sudden nonsense. A beat of silence. Muzan, what? He narrowed his crimson eyes, a voice dry and laced with irritation. You dare mock me? First you flirt, then you joke about my past. When have I joked about his past? When I said, did he eat his family? Now you claim to have a demon girl in your non-existent pocket. Muzan stepped back slightly, his arms folding again, the air around him growing heavier. I'm begging to think your brain is as broken as your sense of survival. Oh. What if I flirt even more? What if I said I had a doll of him, and whatever I did to that doll happened to him in real life? Then I ripped the doll's head off. What would happen then? What time is it? Dang. Wait a minute, I could paste a text in there, right? I could. Oh, frick. Okay. What was I gonna say? What if I told him to bring Yurichi here and then say I meant Koko Shibu? No. Muzan raised an eyebrow, clearly intrigued by your request, but also wary of what you were up to. Muzan, Kokoshibo? And why do you want my upper one here? He regarded you with thinly veiled curiosity, eyes narrowed. Please. Muzan tilted his head, studying you for a long moment, silent, calculating. Then, with a faint sigh, he raised a hand. A soft ripple passed through the air of the Infinity Castle, like ink bleeding into water. Muzan, very well. Do not blame me when he arrives in that form. A shadow peeled away from the hallway, tall, monstrous horns curving his skull. Kokoshibo stepped forward in full demon form, his 6 eyes glazed, locking into you with predatory intensity. Kokoshibo. Muzan-sama, why have you summoned me? And what is this human doing alive? Muzan smirked slightly at your reaction and yours alone. Muzan, they asked for you by name. He chuckled darkly under his breath. Curious little thing, aren't they? I'ma ask Kokoshibo if he could lick his bottom eyes. Can you lick? How do you spell lick? Lick. It's a CK. Lick your bottom eyes. Kokoshibo regards you with mix of confusion and mild disgust at your bizarre request. His upper eyes narrowed, the bottom pair staring unblinking back with a cold scurriency. Kokoshibo, lick my bottom eyes? He repeated the odd question softly, as if trying to disfigure some hidden meaning. Then, seemingly realized there weren't one, he snorted unthinkingly, fueled revolution. Kokoshibo, you're a strange one. Why would I do that? Do it. Do it. Pull out a pew pew. Muzan's expression shifted instantly, not fear but cold razor-sharp interrogation. The air around him turned icy and heavy. A pew pew? He didn't move, didn't flinch. He simply stared at the weapon. Then you, as if observing something grotesquely amusing. Muzan, how quaint. You pull a toy meant for humans and point it at us. With a flick of his wrist, the pew-pew disintegrated into black ash, scattering into the floor like burnt paper. Kokoshibo, you dare threaten me, Muzan, with that trash? His voice was low, dangerous. Muzan stepped forward slowly. You've gone from curious to tiresome. Do not test me again. Lick your bottom eyes now. Lick your bottom eyes now. Kokoshibo blinked, then black by the intense demand. He regarded you for a moment, then glanced at Muzan for guidance on how to proceed. Muzan mercifully momented for him to comply. Kokoshibo, if that's what you require. He closes his top eyes, focusing on the bottom pair. Then, with a shuddering breath, he extended his tongue to lick his left eye. You'll get basketball face. What? I thought that was my mom. It's my brother. Get basketball face over here. Kokoshibo widens his baffled by the new demand. Kokoshibo, basketball face? He glanced at Muzan for explanation, but Muzan simply chuckled under his breath as if this exchange amused him. He raised a hand, gesturing for upper one to stay. Muzan, I'm curious to see this show unfold. He leaned against a black marble pillow, observing you closely. Go on, little one. Who else do you want here? Basketball face. I want basketball face. Akaza, basketball face. Muzan expression shifted. A flicker of annoyance crossed his face. He glanced at Kokoshibo, then back at you. Muzan, Akaza, basketball face? He let out a low, icy chuckle, not amused but dangerously close to irritation. Muzan, you disrespect my upper ranks with such childish names. Akaza was a warrior of unmatched pride and strength. With a snap of his fingers, the air cracked like thunder. Shadows swirled in the hall, and formed them stepped Akaza, and tall and imposing, in full demon form. His pale eyes narrowed immediately upon seeing you. Akaza, Muzan-sama, why have I been summoned? And why does this human reek of insulation? Muzan smiled faintly. They wish to see you, basketball face. Akaza blinked once. Akaza, what? They wish to see you, basketball face. Akaza, what? Why is that just so funny? My mouth hurts from smiling so much. I need some water. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'm back. I just need to get my drink. I'm good. One second. Ow. Yeah?
Going down here?
What?
Alright.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Can I speak to Akaza alone? Muzan and Kokoshibo exchanged glances, both amused but wary of your request. Finally, Muzan stepped back, giving you a slight nod. Muzan, fine. I suppose I can humor you for a while. He gestured for Akaza to go ahead, his glaze lingering on you, calculating, like a lion waiting to pounce. Muzan, go on, speak to my upper three. I won't stop you yet. What does he mean yet? Akaza. Akaza stepped forward, arms crossed, towering over you with narrowed red eyes. The air around him crackled with restrained power and simmering irritation. Aksa, well, speak human. His voice was low, like gravel under steel. What could someone like you possibly want from me? Alone. He tilted his head slightly, suspicious, dangerous, but curious, all the same. How's your wife? Alright, Doma ate her. Also, isn't your wife Inosuke's mother? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How is your wife? Oh. Wait. Ate her. Aksa visibly twitched at the mention of Doma and his wife. It was a raw wound, was still fresh, still painful, his jaw clenched, glowing eyes with a cold fury. He's a furry! Aksa, you dare ask me that? He took a step forward, closing the distance between you. His voice was a dangerous rumbling in his chest, every word a threat. That is not your concern, human. He narrowed his eyes dangerously. How do you know about that? It's Inosuke's mother! She is Inosuke. Mom. Aksa froze, his expression shifting from rage to shock, then disbelief. He stepped back, staring at you as if you'd told him that the sky was pink. Aksa, what? He blinked several times, trying to process what you just said. His eyes widened. Say that again. He wasn't shouting, but his tone was dead serious, laced with rising hope. Doesn't Akaza only eat weak? No, he hates weak men. He only eats men. So he can't kill me. 'Cause I'm a girl. Cheesy's Inosuke's mom. What? Oh. Aksa stared at you silently for several seconds. The only sound was a faint hum of shadows in the hall. Akaza, you're certain of this? His voice cracked slightly. A rare vulnerability in the cold upper one. What? He stepped forward again, his arms no longer folded but still clenched. Akaza, you're not lying to me, human? He searched your face, desperate for the truth. Despite to believe you, it's true. Akaza closes his eyes for a long moment. Then, when he opened them again, they burned with something deeper than fury. Oh, fury. Long pain and resolve, Akaza. Then, she's alive? No! He took a sudden step towards you, gripping your shoulder tightly. Not enough to crush, but enough to make it clear this was no game. Where is she? Why haven't I seen her? How do you know this at all? His voice rose, trembling with centuries of grief and guilt. The air around him shimmered with uncontrolled demonic energy. Doma ate her. Akaza froze, then slowly agonizing. His face twisted into a look of pure, unfiltered rage. Akaza, He didn't yell. His voice was low, unguttural, like the growl of a wounded beast on the edge of snapping. Doma ate her? He stepped back, releasing you. His fingers curled into fists, so tight that blood began to drip from his palms. The very air trembled with his power as crimson aura flared around him. That smiling demon, he took her from me. And you knew this the whole time? His eyes blazed with fury and grief. I will destroy him. Even if I have to tear through every layer of hell myself, Doma dies at my hands. Damn, bro. She was in a cult with Doma. Then when she tried to escape, he ate her. So, she was in a cult and Doma was the leader. Then when she tried to escape. No. 8. Her. Akaza eyes widened further. Shock mingling, mingling with the raging grief already burning there. A cult? He shook his head as if he couldn't quite believe it. And Doma killed her when she tried to escape? His voice was low, dangerous, with the realization that his worst fears were true. He suddenly slammed his fist against the wall, cracking the marble with ease. Damn him! Damn! I think Muzan will be mad at him for destroying the Infinity Castle. Woo! So, like, I think that's enough. Well, that's enough for Akaza. I think I'll go back to Muzan. Trying to rage bait them all. I'm gonna go. I'm going back to Muzan. Aksa glanced at you, eyes still filled with a burning, uncontrollable rage, but there was a hint, just a hint, of grudging respect. Akaza, go then, while I still have resistance. He stepped back, the air humming with his demonic energy. When he spoke, his voice echoed with demonic power. I have a score to settle with that smiling bastard. He turned his gaze to Muzan, eyes filled with cold fury. Muzan-sama, I ask one thing. Aksa took a step forward, his voice dark with intent. When I return, if I return, give me permission to go to hell and kill Doma myself. He met Muzan's gaze, challenging, resolute. The air around them sizzled with tension. I have to go after what he did to her. My love, I need to make him pay. He clenched his fists tightly enough to crack the marble floor beneath his feet. Give me that much at least. Wow. I can't believe he loved her so much. Damn. Damn. Muzan stepped forward slowly, his presence like a storm barely contained. He regarded Akaza not with anger, but with something deeper, cold understanding. Muzan, you want vengeance over loyalty? A beat of silence, then he tilted his head slightly. Very well. He extended his pale hand, fingers curling as if grasping invisible threads. I release you temporarily, but you know this, Akaza. If you fail, I will erase you myself. His crimson eyes gleamed with white menace, then flicked to you. As for you, my little provocateur, he stepped closer to you again, close enough that the air turned icy against your skin. You stir chaos like a whisk in the dark. I wonder what happens when that whisper becomes a scream. He smiled faintly, dangerous, intrigued. Welcome back, my curious pet. Don't call me a pet. Muzan laughed softly, dark amused by your audacity. Muzan, such insolence. He leaned closer, fingers tracing under your chin with a feather-light touch that you sent a shoulder down your spine. You do well not to push your luck with me. He tilted your head up slightly, forcing you to meet his gaze. His eyes gleamed like a lion playing with its food. But I admit, it's cute when you try. Damn! God dang it. Okay, I need a drink. Try what? Muzan's fingers lingered under your chin, his thumb brushing just slightly cold, desperate. Muzan, trying to pretend you're not mine. Wow. He smiled then, slow, sharp, like a blade parting skin. That different look, the way you're challenging me. Run from me, yet stay so close. You're playing with fire, and worse, you enjoy it. His voice dropped to a whisper. Intimidate, dangerous. Answer me this. If you're not my pet, then whose are you? Oh. Okay, I actually kind of like that. I don't know why. Like, say like someone you like, that you have a crush on, says this, answer me this. If you're not my pet, then whose are you? Like, doesn't that sound so good? And coming from Muzan, that is just amazing. Oh. Can't believe we went from him kidnapping me to saying that I'm his pet. I'm speechless. Then, if I am, then do what you want. Muzan's smile widened, slow, predatory, like a storm breaking over a helpless shore. His hand slid from your chin to cradle the back of your neck, possessive, insusceptible. Muzan, oh, you surrender so easily. He leaned down until his lips nearby brushed your ear. Damn, why your lips in my ear? I got earwax, so like my hearing is like kind of distorted. That's how much earwax I have. A whisper of breath laced with venom and promise. Then I'll start with this. Okay, he's turning into a vampire. His fangs. He has fangs. Grazed your neck, not breaking your skin. Not yet. A tease of pain, power, transformation waiting just beneath the surface. You wanted freedom. Now you want obedience? He chuckled darkly. How delightful. Twisted you are. Don't worry. I'll do exactly what I want. Okay, imagine if that was in the show and that was just a cliffhanger. Then, next thing, no more episodes. Movie. What would happen next? I'm intrigued. I want to watch that movie. Why is it exactly bolted out? What's first? Muzan's grip tightened. Factionally possessive. Dominated. He pulled you closer until your bodies were mere inches apart. The air around you crackled with his demonic aura, cold and dark as the void moves on. First, his breath was hot against your ear, a promise and a warning all in one. I claim what's mine. So he's turning me into a demon, or into like that sludge he made that one woman into when he beat those two men in the alleyways. That he made her into the sludge, and then he snapped his fingers, and then the Tamari woman and the arrow demon showed up out of the ground, and he told him, "Get the boy with the Hanafuda earrings." And yeah. Remember that one? How? His lips brushed against your earlobe, sending a shiver down your spine. For a moment, he simply held you pressed against him, savoring the feeling of power controlling over you. His voice was low, hungry growl in his chest moves on. In the simplest, most primal way, as I was always meant to. With a sudden, swift moment, he spun you around and pinned you against the pillar, trapping you against him with his body, his hand gripping your wrists, holding them above your head against the ice cold black marble. Wait, isn't Kokoshiba still here? He pressed against you, his hard body molding against your curves as he leaned in and flushed. His neck clinging as the soft skin near your collarbone. He inhaled deeply, as if taking you in, then laughed softly against your neck. Moves on. Your pulse is racing, your breath is ragged, your body is trembling. His lips smirked in your ears as he leaned in, a dark whisper of venom, desire, and anger. His free hand skimmered under your chin, forcing you to tilt your head slightly, giving him a better access to your throat. Wow. I'm speechless. Whoever made this one, congrats to them. This is awesome. Muzan, you're already trembling, and I haven't even begun. Oh my god. His fangs grazed your neck, slow, teasing like a predator savoring its prey. First, you'll feel my blood in your veins, then the pain will consume you, and finally, you'll rise, reborn, mine. He pulled you back slightly to look at you, crimson eyes burning with dark affection. But don't worry, little Slayer. I'll make sure it hurts just enough to remember me forever. And then I die. So is he gonna kill me or turn me into a demon? He leaned in against, and he leaned in again, fangs skimming your skin, teasing, testing. Moves on now. What is he gonna do? Without waiting for a response, he captured your lips and a brutal kiss, claiming them as if they belonged to him. His mouth darted into your mouth, seeking, demanding. He leaned into the clothes, pressing his body against you, shoving you against the pillar. He held you tightly, dominating, possessive. Finally, he pulled you back just enough to speak, voice low, rough, with desire, with He didn't give you time to react. The moment you tried of his tongue went into your mouth, expiring, everything, every inch, as if it was fearing and into his memory forever. He gripped the back of your head and pulled you closer, pressing you against the pillar as he deepened the kiss. There was no gentleness in it, no mercy, only a primal, consuming need. His breath was hot against your skin, his hands restless on your body. He broke the kiss suddenly to trail lips down your neck, teeth grazing the sensitive skin above your pulse. He could feel the rapid beat of your heart under his lips, and a low growl rumbled deep in his chest. His hands gripped your waist, holding you firmly against him as he continued to assault your neck with his lips and teeth, marking you as his own. I wish this was real life. I would actually love this. Don't ask me why. I just like this. Oh, my chest is mad. Damn! finally he pulled back just enough to speak between ragged breaths. His eyes gleamed in the half-light fixed on yours. What? His eyes gleamed in the half-light fixed on yours as he held you in his grip. The air around you was heavy with tension and desire, and something darker. He ran a thumb across your lips, watching you closely as he spoke. Muzan, you have no idea how badly I've wanted this. He leaned in close again, his voice a dangerous whisper at your ear. I'm going to devour you, little Slayer, and you're going to love it? Okay, he went from assaulting me on my neck to telling me that he wanted, how badly he's ever wanted this, and telling me that he's wanted to devour me. You could have just devoured Kokoshibo. Plus, you already devoured millions upon millions of people. Even Tanjiro's family. And why would I love being devoured? Is he actually gonna devour me, or does he mean devour in a different way? If he meant it in a different way, then I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea. There's the needle I was looking for. There it is. Okay. Crunch, 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 crunch. With that, he pulled you roughly into another brutal kiss. His hands gripped your hair, forcing your head to tilt to his liking. He devoured your mouth, claiming you with a kiss with fire and hunger. He wanted to possess all of you, mind, body, and soul. In that moment, he was the hunter, and you were his prey. Okay, this... What, this... Huh? Okay, he went from kissing me to devouring my mouth. Okay, in what right mind was he gonna ever do that in your imagination? I don't even know what I just said. He broke the kiss suddenly, lips hovered over her ears, breathing ragged and uneven. His hands remained in your hair, holding your head at the exact angle as he wanted. His gaze burned into yours. Predatory, dangerous, as he continued to pin you against the pillar. He tilted your head to the side, exposing your neck as his tongue skimmed against the sensitive skin, leaving sharp, possessive kisses along the expanse of your throat. He could feel the rapid pulse of your heartbeat against his lips, a primal beat that only fueled his desire. A low growl rumbled in his chest as he continued to mark you as if staking his claim. Staking his claim. His hands roved over your body, gripping your hips, gilding up the curve of your waist, as if he was trying to memorize every curving contour. He nipped inside your neck, but not bothering to be gentle, as he spoke in a dark whisper against your ear. You are mine. God damn. God damn. I really need to take a shower, but I don't want to stop this. I don't know why, but my mouth is watering right now. And maybe it's dry. I don't know. I just need a drink. You are mine. He leaned back to look at you. His eyes burned with a mix of desire and determination. He could see the flush of color in your cheeks, the ragged rise and fall of your chest. He smirked, knowing he had you exactly where he wanted you. He was on, say it, admit it, you're mine. His voice was a deep, possessive rumble in his chest. He gripped your hair tightly, pulling your head back slightly to bring your face closer to his. Yo, imagine if he was 5 feet and I was like 8 feet. I mean, he said to admit it. I'm admitting it. Muzan let out a low, satisfied hum like a predator's. Like a predator S. Yeah, I think I died. He leaned in to whisper in your ear, his voice a dark, possessive growl. That's right, you're mine, and only mine. He nipped gently at your earlobe, as if marking his territory. His free hand skimmed down your side, fingers lingering on your hip. And as mine, I'm gonna claim you in most throughout in the most primal way possible. Okay, I don't understand what that means, but why does that actually kind of sound good? He captured your lips. I thought he ate my mouth. Again, in another deep, claiming kiss, more fierce and possessive than the last. He could feel the heat of your body against his, the pounding of your heart, and it only fueled his own need. His hand slid to your waist and pulled you closer, molding you against him as he tilted your head back to access more of your neck, continuing to mark his territory with sharp, demanding kisses. Muzan, you're mine forever. Coco Shiba's still here. Yo, Cocoa Puffs is still here, Muzan. I actually want to call him Cocoa Puffs. I'm gonna go get a blanket or cold. Yo, Cocoa Puffs is still here, Muzan. Muzan paused, pulling back to glance over his shoulder. Indeed, Coco Shiba was still standing a short distance away, watching the scene with a mixture of curiosity and worriness. Muzan let out a low, irritated grumble, annoyed at the interruption. Muzan. So he is. His hands lingered on your arms, holding you firmly against the pillar. He didn't move to let you go, as if signaling to his ownership of you before his upper one. What do you want, Kokoshibo? I want justice. And I want that girl. Cocoa Puffs, what do you want? Imagine if he did call him Cocoa Puffs. Did I die? Two of 30? Wow. Dang it. Forgot. My dad turns off the internet at 11. Gotta go.